I'm Lizzy.
And I'm Izzy, and we need help.
Each week we stumble through a new book, method, or concept that brings us one step closer to being our best self.
Yes, we make fun of ourselves.
And others.
But mostly just ourselves. So here's to not taking self-help quite so seriously.
Welcome to We Need Help. I'm Lizzy.
And I'm Izzy.
And today we're talking about spite, envy, jealousy, resentment, vanity, and vengeance. 6 of the most underrated emotions in the biz. So we decided to talk about this. I wanted to talk about this, and because I basically came to an awakening that the majority of the good things in my life have come out of spite, envy, jealousy, resentment, vanity, and vengeance.
Yeah.
So I truly, truly believe that they are some of the most underrated emotions, like I said. And I believe they're misused in our society, especially when they're called sins.
Yeah. I mean, without the darkness, there cannot be light. So, hey, it's necessary.
Well, I'm ready to flip these coins because as you well know, and everybody knows if they know me at all, I am literally not trying to go to heaven. It is not on my fucking radar. And so it frees me a little bit to kind of look at things differently. I look at heaven kind of like a clique at school. If they let me in because of me and because of my merit and who I am, great. If they want me there as me, that's fine. If not, I'm kind of fine with not going.
Yeah.
And another thing, if the people who are sure that they're going, because in general, I'm not really sure I like them.
I don't know if anyone's sure that they're going. Do you think there's people like that they're sure that they're going? Okay.
They're 100% sure, and they're really concerned if I'm going.
They're in for a rude awakening.
They're usually people who would not hang out with me on Earth, but they're really concerned about me making it to this heaven.
Yeah.
So, but in all jokes aside, I really do not on my daily basis try to go to heaven. If I'm kind to you, it's out of just today.
It's not like you're like collecting points and then they're going to be collected and then you're going to be let in.
Exactly. I'm either doing it because it makes me feel good or I just want to do it for you. It's just, that's why I'm kind. It's not because I'm scared of God.
Yeah. Why this topic? Like, why did you?
Well, I was thinking about my life and, a lot of things that I do. To give you an example, I'm going to give you a small example. When I was about 12 years old, I worked really hard and bought myself all my first makeup. And I refused to get any of the Wet n Wild, any of the cheap shit.
You just got excited. You're like Estee Lauder when you were like 6.
No, that was not even on my radar. That's at department stores. I had never been. My family shopped at Zare.
So you got like L'Oreal or something.
You're so fancy. No, I got Maybelline and CoverGirl.
And L'Oreal wasn't on your radar?
I don't know if I could afford it at the time. It just was not we just didn't have L'Oreal money. We had Wet n Wild money. So I had worked really hard to get this makeup and I was so proud of it. And my stepsister we had been doing a paper out together and she bought all her makeup, which was Wet n Wild. No judgment, y'all. Okay. If you're a Wet n Wild girl, go with
be wet, be wild.
Do it. But so then we go to a family reunion and I'm so proud of my makeup and my cousins, like 4 or 5 of them, turn on me and say
Whoa.
it wasted my money and I'm stuck up and I'm this and they kind of they all turned on me and ganged up on me. And I
Wow.
decided at that very fucking moment that I would never go for the cheap stuff in all my life, and I never have.
It set you up for life. The spite set you up for life.
I decided because of those bitches, and I got to thank them now. I love you. You know who you fucking are. They shamed me and made me feel so bad. I decided that out of spite, I was going to build this life full of really quality items.
Yeah.
And really quality experiences. And I've never, ever, ever gone for the cheap stuff in
Wow.
life, whether it be a human, whether it be an experience, whether it be a shoe.
You've never bought a cheap shoe?
Not unless I loved it. Not unless it was like, not unless I loved it.
Yeah.
I have always gone for what the best I could do, the most quality I could get.
Yeah.
That's just in general a rule that I follow. Now, in my I definitely can find value. It's not just price. Like I'm going to get the best I can get.
Yeah. And that's all because of the spite.
All out of spite.
That's amazing.
I know. I built this fucking grand life.
Your whole empire.
Isn't that crazy?
Built by spite bricks.
It's spite bricks. And I do believe that these emotions that we've kind of shit on are pings that exist for the action inside of us.
We've said so many times that vanity has propelled us to exercise, which is really good for us, and propelled us to take care of ourselves.
Vanity has propelled me to do literally if it weren't for vanity, I would be a fucking disaster, maybe dead in a ditch. I mean, I would be on coke for sure.
You don't do coke because of the vanity.
I don't drink excessively because of vanity. I don't overeat because of vanity. I don't I exercise because of vanity. Every single thing I do positively for my body is to do for my looks. I want to look my best.
It's not about feeling, it's about looking.
Right.
Amazing.
Isn't that, I mean, it's a life hack. Why do people, it's not about looks. You know what? You should be looking your best.
Yeah.
I mean, if some man in the Bible wrote that that's wrong.
I don't think that's in the Bible. I don't
either.
Yeah.
In my Bible, it says, don't be a piece of shit. Look your best.
Thou shalt not look like shit. Let's write our own 10 commandments.
Oh, we have, basically. So, okay. So here we go. Let's go in. Let's do it. We got spite. Yeah. So spite, I'm going to just pull up my spite here, is a desire. Spite notes. I got spite notes. A desire to hurt, annoy, or offend someone. That is basically.
I live for annoying people. I live for annoying people.
I want that on my tomb.
I will ensure that. It was her last wish, guys.
Actually, if you could have all these definitions, that would be great.
What else? What else we got? With spite is wonderful. Okay. What else?
Spite, vanity, excessive pride. We've already discussed that. Excessive pride or admiration in one's own appearance.
What's wrong with that?
If you can't like the way you look, nobody's going to like the way you look.
I think the key word is excessive.
Okay. What is excessive, though? According to Frumpy Frumperton over here, I'm going to look at
according to the girl with, the imitation Birkenstocks.
Not only do you have warts on your feet, you're fucked in every other way.
The imitation Birkenstock community is going to come after us.
They are coming hard, and I'm ready for it. I already had to deal with my cousins, and they were tough. Hey guys, remember to go to We Need Help, the podcast, for all different kinds of stuff like our swag. You can find the episodes, you can find the books that we're focusing on, all the methodologies. Please go to We Need Help, the podcast today and enjoy the rest of the episode. So we have envy. Envy is when you want something that someone else has.
How big is that one for you?
I have utilized this as a tool like no other. I mean, envy is the biggest gift you can have. It's if I see something that somebody else has that I want, that's a ping that I need to figure the fuck out on how to get it.
Okay.
I don't hate them because they have it.
Yeah, you just want what they have.
But what they've done is say, okay, take that and hate yourself because you want what somebody else has. That seems weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just figure out how to get it and then move on and be grateful that whoever showed me it.
Yeah, that's how you're curing your envy by getting it. And then envy gone because I got it.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's like, why is it okay? These things that we're talking about today, they're considered negative, but it's not considered negative to be sad and then make yourself happy.
Yeah. I think if you use all of these as just action points, like little sparkers, then wonderful.
It's a ping. It's a ping to do something.
But I think the people who don't use it as sparkers, then, that's where it becomes, I think, ugh, just get over it. Just do something about it then.
Yeah. Well, that's what, we run it. That's a victim mentality. If you're going to use these and that. And then there's jealousy. Jealousy is you're afraid of losing something or someone.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, what's the difference between jealousy and envy?
Envy is when you want something that somebody else has. Jealousy is afraid that you're going to lose something you already have.
Right. Got it. Yeah, makes sense.
So I think that jealousy is, if you're afraid to lose something, it is an indicator that you love it and you need to honor it. Or this is where I really have utilized, and I think this is the difference between someone who lets jealousy eat them and somebody who eats jealousy and thrives on it. Is as far as jealousy in a relationship, it's an indicator that you need to let it go.
Oh, I'm going to disagree.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you jealousy. So jealousy was I was the most jealous person on earth. It was one of my character defects. It was awful. I would be the one that would follow, if my boyfriend at the time was like, I'm going out with the boys, I would go to the club to make sure he was with the boys. And then I would wait until he got home and go to his house to make sure he was coming home from the club. It was insane. I would every time he would shower, I would check his, it was compulsively insane. And I had zero control over it. It was just this obsession. And when I got sober, my mentor was like, do you want this jealousy? Because it's an awful feeling. It eats you up inside. It's this obsessing, it's really fear of not being good enough. Because you're afraid you're going to lose the guy to the girl that's better.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's got it. You're an imposter. Yeah. You're an imposter. The whole thing.
Yeah. So what I did was first of all, my mentor's if you want self-esteem, you got to start doing esteemable things. And I really wanted to not feel jealous. So I started working on myself to really like myself. I started doing these esteemable things to get my self-esteem better. The other thing she suggested was to stop feeding the jealousy because okay, I want the jealousy to go away, but I'm going to check his phone every night. So it's almost like jealousy is this little monster. And if you keep feeding him, he's just going to get bigger. So she's like, do not feed the jealousy. Even if you want to check his phone, sit on your hands, do whatever you need to do. Do not feed the jealousy at all. Don't ask him where he's going. If he's going out with his boys, say, have a good time. Don't text him. Do not feed it. And I think that a miracle happened because it disappeared. I'm jealousy does not exist in my life anymore. One day it
Yeah.
was just gone. So
Okay.
I would say not to leave but just to work on yourself. So you like yourself so much that you're not
So if
afraid.
we, and I love that you disagreed with me, but I think you actually agreed with me.
Oh,
I
okay.
really do. Because as far as jealousy in a relationship, it's an indication that you need to let it go and let it be.
Hmm.
Like if you act jealous, then you are jealous. If you
Yeah.
don't act jealous, then you aren't jealous.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just let it go and see if what happens. See, I think jealousy is a very good indicator that something might be fucking off.
Sometimes
In
yes, but sometimes it's just crazy.
But if you just let it
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
and see if you're
Yeah.
right and play that game,
Yeah.
it really does it does the same thing.
Absolutely. And then it's so interesting because if you keep feeding your jealousy, like there's nothing more unattractive than somebody who's like overly jealous, and that could actually
Like
drive it's like you're
when you were
actually.
talking about driving to the club and then driving to his house, I literally like got the armpit pings like ew.
I haven't done
It's
that in years, but I used to do that. I was like
yeah.
stalking. If he had a friend who was female, I'd have to add her on Facebook and become really close to her because keep your
Oh
friends
my
close, but like it
God.
was psycho. It was psychotic.
Yeah.
I'm,
I don't let my boyfriends or husbands have friends that are female, not even their
mm,
mom. No, just kidding. You imagine.
my,
Were you looking at her tits?
but it's amazing to be free to that, but I'm grateful for it because it pushed me to work on myself and learn how to like myself, right? And not have my self-worth be in the hands of like this dude here. Like, yeah, so it's
Yeah.
cool. It
Yeah.
motivated me.
I think it's jealousy is, I watch people just, it destroys them.
Oh, it
It
does.
really is. It really destroys them.
Yeah,
So,
every reality show I watch, like
mm,
I'm always like, oh, and I can feel where they're at, but it's the ones like
yeah.
as soon as they get their phones back on Love is Blind, and she's like, who you texting? Who's in your Instagram? Like, and I'm like, oh,
Oh my
girl,
God. You're like, oh God, I'm sorry.
there's a
I'm
way out. You
sorry.
don't have to be like this.
You don't want to be like this. Your parents did you wrong, girl.
They did you dirty.
You're fucked. Okay, speaking of being fucked, resentment. I
Nothing like a
know,
resentment fuck.
God, a resentment fuck will get you. Yeah, it's good. Resentment is a bitter indignation of having been treated unfairly.
Mm,
And I love resentment because I think that when you start to feel resentful, it's a wake up call.
it's a wake up call. Yeah.
It's a wake up call. It's your body saying either someone is fucking with you or you're allowing someone to fuck with you. And
Yeah.
something needs to change. And like,
Yes.
I think it's like, even, I don't have a lot of like knowledge, but I have a lot of intuition. And I've always like, this has always been like a lightning bolt for me that something needs to change.
Hmm.
Sometimes it takes me a few years to change it, but like I use it as a tool. And then I've also used resentment as a tool to compare to current situations to see if it's as fucked up.
Interesting.
So let's just say I had a friend that was a, covert narcissist and really like took advantage of
For
me.
example,
For example, let's just say
just a random example.
not having a resentful feeling and understanding that I need to bookmark that so I don't get into that situation
Mm,
again.
hmm.
Doesn't mean I have to like wish her bad or anything weird like that. If you are still resenting people from 20 years ago, that there's some exceptions. If they murdered somebody you love, you're
Yeah.
allowed.
Yeah.
If they raped you, you're allowed. But like, if there's like resentments that are hurt from other people who were hurt that hurt you, like you're kind of wasting that energy a
Yeah.
little bit. You need to just move. You can use them as an example for future people, But like, if
Yeah.
that's eating you up, you're fucked. That's where resentment gets weird. But I like to use it as a comparative, like bad boyfriends. Oh, he was fucked up. And I later found out because he was punching me in the face, this guy's sort of acting like him,
Mm.
like, or Jason and I bought into this travel company called Global Connections. It was like $5,000 and it was a total scam job. Like you couldn't vacation where you wanted to
What
vacation.
was the
I
offer?
they had properties all over the world, but they made it impossible to use them.
Oh,
It
okay.
was really
Yeah.
weird. So we always call it, like, I'll be like, it's code. I'll be like, I think this is a global connections situation, Jason. Like we use that resentment
Yeah.
for future, like to
Protection.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, for
Yeah.
protection. I think it is there for
Yeah.
protection.
Yeah.
Um, and then I got vengeance and I
Ooh.
fucking love vengeance.
It sounds cool. Like out of all of those, it sounds the coolest.
I'm fucking vengeant. You know why? Because I don't like it's a
Vengeful.
clear
Vengeful.
I I like vengeance. I'm vengeful.
Vengeful.
And I'm going to tell you why. It's a clear tool to protect the weak or the unknowing of evil. It
Mm.
motivates responsibility to protect by action.
I love that. That's you. That is totally you. You're Mama Bear. You will
I'm
claw through
vengeant
somebody's stomach to, yeah, protect your friends.
because I don't want and protect the weak. Like that is what, like when
Yeah.
somebody does me wrong, and let me give an example. Somebody
Just
sold us a horse that was dangerous for Scarlett.
mm,
Just
knowingly.
they knowingly sold it and didn't let us know. So I will not, it would be so much easier if I would just not fucking be in the courts with it.
Yeah.
But I won't. I have spent thousands of dollars to make them understand that they cannot do it
Is that
because
vengeance though? Or is that
I'm,
just fair? Oh, sorry. I'm cutting you off.
we don't know. No, I want you to, vengeance, I didn't
You
tell
can
you,
have
is
a resentment. That's fine.
vengeance is punishment inflicted or retribution exacted for injury or wrong.
Yeah. So that's perfect.
So that is what it is. And I'm not mad.
No.
I just don't want that to happen to another little girl or worse.
Mm,
They could do it to somebody else and they could hurt a child.
yeah.
Vengeance can be used to protect the weak.
I love that. Yeah. It's like William Wallace. Like it just reminds me of Braveheart. Like he went in there and that's what he did. And he killed a bunch of, yeah, nobles. It was
Okay,
good.
I'm going to watch Braveheart tonight because I cannot remember it. You and these movies, I don't know what the hell. You're so good at remembering stuff like that. I'm like, I don't remember Braveheart. Was that with Mel Gibson?
Mel Gibson, yeah.
Okay. I love Mel
Where
Gibson.
they killed his wife, so then he vengeance on the friggin' whole nation, which is great.
So good.
Yeah.
So these are the reasons that I think we need to celebrate spite, vanity, envy, jealousy, resentment, and vengeance. I really do.
I'm celebrating. I love that we flipped the switch on it today. It's awesome.
You know what? Go out there and celebrate your spite. Celebrate it. I mean, my friend had gotten a really bad argument with her neighbors. Like they're no longer like speaking. So she's buying these beautiful chairs to go out on her front porch so they can see her living this gorgeous life. And we've had more fun shopping for these chairs. They're called spite chairs.
I love it.
Get into some spite, have fun with it.
Yeah,
Make
use
it
it
make
to
you a
improve
better
yourself.
person.
Yeah.
God, like it's not that hard to parlay. That's what we're doing in life. We're parlaying bad into good.
It's recycling. We're recycling.
Come on, let's parlay this.
Although I prefer the word parlay. Sounds better.
I'm going to parlay. Like, okay, sure. Do I have dysentery? I'm going to parlay that into being at my best weight. Well, I love parlaying with you.
I love parlaying with you. Oh.
We'll see you next Tuesday,
See you
y'all.
next Tuesday.
Thank you so much for joining us this week on We Need Help, the podcast.
Make sure to like, subscribe, like again, our YouTube channel, our Instagram, follow us wherever you can. It really, really helps us out and ensures that you won't miss any future episodes. So, yep, thanks to you, we can keep going.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.